Hello, we are back for the final slot. Let's hope this goes to plan, because this has not been enjoyable, these first two rounds. We've got like a fifth and fourth, but I think this car can do definitely a first, so it was a little bit annoying trying to navigate the traffic. It's not really working for us at the moment. Hello Richie, Barry and Ian, thanks for joining back. It's good to have you guys back. I'm going to apologise for the language earlier and some of the crash outs, because definitely is not the way I like to talk or react to things on the channel. Yeah, thanks Ian. Just sometimes it can get a little bit too annoying. Oh, don't like that curve. That curve is really difficult in these cars. a little bit tighter. That's probably a penalty. Have to improve some of these sectors. Probably a penalty. Yep. Saw that one coming. The things I call myself after a mistake. Yeah, I mean, off stream a lot. Definitely would say a lot more off stream than you would on stream sometimes when you're not very happy. Yeah, I agree, and I mean, sometimes when no one's listening, you just have to really take it out on yourself. Ah, no. This McLaren is really tricky here. Nice corner. That set of corners could have been a little bit better. Not the best final corner. Ah, a little bounce sometimes off that curb can unsettle the car. Makes it really clunky then. That one mightn't be as fast as I'd want it to be, but it's okay. Nope. too much movement that time. Hello Grey Rock, thanks for joining. Way too early. Try working that first corner again. Not too bad. How did your earlier attempt go? My two earlier attempts weren't so good. Well, the results were good. I mean, they're not too bad. Like 4th and 5th, the McLaren's not too bad. But I kind of want to be winning these races, though. It's a little bit annoying. I just think a lot of the driving has been really difficult. Haven't had the best of fortunes. If we could maybe start ahead of Gtws, that'd be good, because from previous encounters, his internet is a little bit on the redder side. Not that it's it's not like super bad, I guess, for being behind, but it's definitely not going to be ideal compared to anyone else who is on green ping. Thanks Grey Rock for the support. Enjoy the rugby. No, not this. Why am I getting out last? I hate this format as well. I wish you could have like one really good lap. You can't really have a good lap if you're at the back. In some circumstances, when you can only get single laps in, like last week, if you sat at the back, you could only do one lap, and you'd have cold tires, so you'd have to just go out later than everyone else on purpose, and that's just annoying because you can do 2 laps, you have a better chance. than someone who does one. Gtws got a pen. It's so not ideal though. Let's try it. $742. It's not the worst. Can definitely do better, but so far it's okay. It's better than my both my attempts. Whoa, 0.127 and we're in the top 6. Not even like top 3, that's crazy. Gonna have to put in a really good lap here somehow. Please, no one break at the end of the straight. Nice start. Okay, we're on fire right now. Okay, third isn't too bad. That's actually quite good. I can't really complain with my car, like that's kind of near as good as you can get. I think we could have done that final chicane a bit better, but obviously my car is never going to be as good as any other cars in that final sector. It just doesn't have that acceleration, but I really can't complain with that at all. Like that first sector was decent, second sector decent, final sector is decent enough because I could have spun the wheels a lot more, but it's still pretty decent. Like 54, like even like 20-30 milliseconds behind a BMW is great in the McLaren, because I mean the BMW is just way better, so I can't complain at all. 999, 1 millisecond away from the 17s. A 16 in the McLaren in this is great. So what's the points? 428. Let's just try our best now to have a pretty decent race. Melvin's put in some good laps though. Seems like that Renault seems to be pretty decent. Thanks everyone for joining again. Let's hopefully improve on this podium, but can't promise anything. Just thanks everyone for joining and supporting the channel. Like, this kind of stuff is great practice for the McLaren though, because obviously you're always crying out for something to do with the McLaren. Stuff like this where not everyone can just sit and use the meta, it's really good. Approaching 17,000 miles on the car this year, so I think we've done a decent amount of practice on it to be good for this event. Jack, thanks for joining, man. Yeah, I mean, I saw your Mercedes in the last race. Looked decent enough in the corners, but the straights are just a bit slow. I do apologise for making a load of attempts on overtaking you during the last race. I just felt your car didn't seem to suit me at the back so much. I felt like you'd do better if I was in front of you. But yeah, still you're doing quite well for that Mercedes. Yeah, it's maybe not so good in the tyres. My car is pretty decent, one of the best I'd say on this grid on the tyres, so I don't really have no excuse to try go out a win here. Some of these car combinations at the back, I respect them. Not terrible cars, but definitely different, and I like seeing different cars. Some of the greatest players in the game, drivers trying different cars. Nothing wrong from the back. Or you selected the medium, so thank God. Okay, let's not struggle on this start like we normally do. Thank God the BMW isn't that overpowered. Little slide, that's not what we want. Okay, so Nicholas ahead. Definitely going to be trying his best to stay out in front. Can't afford any penalties. Nice line here. I think we might just have to work with Nicholas or Flexi. Oh, he wants me to go in front? Okay. As I would say so myself, quite a good front running car. This should play well enough into saving tyres. Not so bad. Just going to try focus on working with people. Doesn't need to be any harder than it already is. Not getting that corner quite right. I think we can do that a little bit better. Those fronts are still looking quite good. Let's try keep it that way. We pulled a little bit of a gap. Can use that grass a little bit. It can work with us sometimes. We're carrying quite a lot of pace and we might even get bumped on the straight, which is one of the great perks of the McLaren. We'll see when someone makes the first move. Hopefully never, but I don't think we can control that. Decent exit. Been very good to keep off the grass, which is going to help us a little bit. power we have on these straights is like really, really impressive compared to all these other cars. Nine laps down, but around halfway through the stint. Still have fresh tyres. Nice. A little bit of a slide, but we can correct it. Not the line we wanted. Nice line there. Need to do a little bit better there. Bleeding a little bit of time. That was close, nearly miscalculated that one. Just need to focus in a little bit more. Oh, what the hell? He must got punted. All I'm saying is it can't be me. Nice corner. A little bit of a breakaway on. Although our primary aim is to still save our tyres as best we can. Not entirely sure who did what there, but we'll forget about it. Nice corner again. Shifted a little bit late there. I think we just could have got on the power a little bit earlier. Definitely have the pace to be holding them off for the 6/10 for this period of time. Nice change of direction there. Okay, I think Nicholas is struggling a little bit. He must have just got a bit of oversteer there. I'm going to extend for as long as I can. Did that well. A little bit too much grass there. Missed a gear somehow. I don't know. I didn't really hit it at the mark that normally it happens. Got a little bit too much oversteer there. Didn't do us very good. really annoying, just gonna have to step off a little bit there. We'll just let Nicholas by. Simple enough. A little bit squirmy, but it's fine. I reckon we can do this lap and that's probably it. Taking a little bit too much life out of these tires. Nicely done. Still in with a chance. Just maybe the front's a little bit cooked. I think Nicholas has done a good job there. think if we stay calm, I'll be able to catch him. Oh my god, the hell? Late move, I didn't see it. Alright, let's try it this way. That was a big save. Oh my god, I got hit. We're not doing too well in this fresh set. We're doing a bit slow. Oh my god. Just try to preserve the tires. Keep touching the grass, it's not a good sign. Doing well to stick with them. Gonna have to catch Jack. Ooh, close. Battle. Congratulations, Nicholas. I'd say Nicholas has this. Unfortunately. Oh my god, I didn't see that. All of our cars are struggling. Oh, let's go. Come on. Let's go. I'll take that move. I had to engineer that. Damn. Man, Flexi, once he got in front of me, got away, man. He was way too quick in that BMW. It took me way too long to adjust to that. I started struggling straight away out of the pit stop. He just went. I think the McLaren is definitely better on the mediums. I feel like it struggles a little bit on the fresh, soft. Podium's not the worst. I think this is definitely up there. It's a really strong lobby. I think Iceman was in split 2 for the last 2 races. He's definitely should be split 1. It's not the worst. I mean, competing against the BMWs is tricky. They're really, really good. They just did really well. I didn't actually do as well as I should have, I think, with my tyres. I think the outright pace was a lot quicker in this lobby. It just felt like everyone was moving a lot quicker. There was less traffic, so I think it just was an excuse to burn more tyres, unfortunately. Let's just say thanks. $292, that's fine. I'm actually gaining a little bit of DR. Ooh. I doubt it, Flash, unless... did I get the fastest lap? I doubt I got the fastest lap. Definitely when we got up to speed on the soft first 2 laps, we were terrible. Straight away we kind of got into the lead. Obviously Nicholas led us through. Worked really good for him. I think our biggest problem for this race is we kept the pace too quick. I think in the other lobbies, especially when you're further down the pack, you're kind of bunched up and you're slowing down a bit too much and you're taking slower lines. I think because we're at the front, we were just driving quicker, more frequently, using the tyres a little bit more. Got hit somewhere. No, Jack, it was all good. I don't think yours was really a track out. I think we just had a really good race. I was actually really happy with that. It was more of a... I try to cut back on, like maybe should have braked a little bit more. We can go look at that. Oh yeah, I got hit somehow. I don't know. Did he... I don't know. Oh, it was just a crazy lunge. But I think he just missed his braking point, I think. Damn. Well, I've done that lots of times. It's nothing to be ashamed about. Okay, let's go back. See, around like lap 17, Nicholas like played me, like it was his chance to get away then once we got into the pits. Let's look at it here. Wait, let's turn chat on quickly because I'm terrible at reading chat. I don't have it on. There we go. Nicola Zal, thank you for joining. Yeah, this one was a good race. This was quite chill. Okay, so here's the thing. Our car was just a little bit too slow. I think we drove it a little bit too slow. We just couldn't catch him. This part as well, I think I just didn't read this. I didn't anticipate the move and I cut across a little bit. That was my bad. I have to apologize. I did not expect it and then I just didn't read it very well. We let him past here. I just felt like his pace was too good. I didn't feel like him pushing me would work too well, especially since, I mean, it's really hard to push the McLaren in the straight as well because it's just too quick in the straight, so it's not that great. Yeah, so Nicholas is just gone. Like we just couldn't keep with him on these and with this McLaren on this fresh set. Having some hairy moments as well. Yeah, so I had a feeling this one was coming, so I just let this one play out this way. And then Jack had a go as well, which he's every right to. Just that one's a little bit unlucky. So I lost a little bit of time for that. See, in my POV, I was just driving and then like I saw him going for me, that's fine. But then I just got a little bump and I thought I was going to go off or get a penalty or something, but thank God I didn't. It's just a little bit unfortunate that we kind of lost the slipstream. I think if we kept the slipstream, we definitely could have been on for a P2. I just kind of butchered the P1 though. I just couldn't keep it. The BMW was way too quick for me. But once we got in the clean air, we were kind of good at this stage, making back the time. I was saying to Jack earlier, his car is just way too slow on the straight. And at this point I just feel like I have the tyres and the pace just to advance to maybe 32nd. I know it must be very frustrating for him because his car just doesn't have the straight line speed. Thanks Mikel as well for all the support in the chat. Let's see. Yeah, okay, no, we're done with this part. Let's see, his tyres actually didn't really look it properly. Yeah, his slightly worse, but definitely still in the green. I say he wasn't about to die at any point, I don't think. This was annoying. I mean, it is fine, I understand why he defended, but I just wasn't going to go for the move here. I was debating, but I ended up just saying I wasn't going to go for it. But then he pulled out and I was like, ah, no. But still, that's fine. Like, you got to defend it, so nothing wrong with that. So I kind of had an eye on trying to get second, even though it'd be difficult. But yeah, everyone drove really well in this race. Didn't quite see the line there, the grass. I nearly got caught out there. See, Lewis's tyres were definitely going because, especially on this exit, it just had superior traction and my line is superior as well. You have Jack in the back as well, so can't really make any mistakes. at this point I'm like, oh, Iceman's gone, man. There's only one option. We can only overtake Lewis, so we see him defend. Oh, we have to go all the way over. Just jink him. Quite late, all clean though. Into first gear though, and then out accelerated him there. I enjoyed that one. Because that is like the corner that like I think is really bad with that McLaren. It's just really slow if you keep it in second. The first gear, definitely when you cut back, it's the best. I've had lots of situations where Lewis could have been better off if he just held the inside line. But then again, you don't know if I'm going to go on the outside and then outdrive him then. But the inside line is really overpowered there. That wasn't too bad. You just have to go for them and just make sure you calculate it right. I think I'm going to drop out, guys, since I did all the slots. Oh, hello, Nicholas. Nicholas, you had like really good pace. I just felt like you just gunned it as soon as you got out of the pits, and I was trying to do that. But man, I was like doing really bad sectors and that soft. I just couldn't keep up either. There just wasn't, we were just way too quick in that BMW. Nicholas, I think the BMW was the quickest car, but I think the race would have been equal between my car and the BMW, just because I think the tyres are superior on my car. I think maybe the tyre wear should have been maybe a little bit better at the end of my medium stint though, because if I could have kept that like 6/10 gap I had, I could have came into the pits in front. Yeah, I've been trying, man, with this car. We're actually getting quite good at it, but it's just still in some tracks it's not so good. I think we should have won the last Wednesday's event in Spa. We qualified first, but we just didn't get the luck, unfortunately. That's the first race in a while we've had some good luck on. Got some good luck on that event. Let's see what the car is looking like before we go. 17,000 miles and the oil's bad. We need to change that. Well, it's not 17,000 yet, it's like 16 something. Let's just check it. How do I check? It doesn't really matter anyways. It's around 16.8 or 9. So anyways, I'll see everyone probably for dailies on Monday. I don't think I'm going to do group 4 on Wednesday. I just don't feel like I'd rather just stick with the group 3 until I guess the year ends, just to focus on the McLaren. Like I said earlier, it's really good practice just to do all these events with the McLaren and just to keep the pace good. So I'll see everyone on Monday. Thanks everyone for dropping in. I enjoyed that last race. Maybe the other two were not as enjoyable, but thanks everyone for sticking with me even when we were losing. So I'll see everyone. Thanks for joining.